And it's about 11 o'clock on Monday, the 21st of October. I'm Todd Dunn, and we're just waiting for the people who are going to tow me over to the Manset Town Dock to haul the boat out. Oh, we're at Manset Dock. The people who towed me over didn't want me to video them, but it was an easy run over here. And just as we arrived, the hauler showed up and came and grabbed the line. So I haven't even gotten off the boat yet, and we're all tied up. So at this point, we're just about ready to put the trailer in and haul the boat out. I usually help with the actual loading, but we'll get some video of the boat coming out. Okay, truck is here. They're just getting ready to disconnect the trailer and cable it down so it's deep enough to put the boat on it. And we'll walk the boat on. Well, she's on the trailer. They're just about to pull her out. They've connected the trailer back up to the truck, and she's gonna come out of the water. She looks pretty good underneath there. So doesn't look too dirty. My bottom paint seems to have worked. These hydraulic trailers are quite the rigs. Here we go. There she is, coming out. Little scum, but not much else. Yeah, good job. Centered on the trailer and everything. And Seaquestor is out of the water for the 2024 season. At 11:51. So, next step, take the mast down, and we should be over to the boatyard by 1 o'clock. Taking a mast down goes pretty quickly. So, I'll come back after we finish that. I always help with that, so I can't film it. Okay, there she goes out onto the road, and I got somebody coming. I'll have to wait until they go past and we'll go out. And the boat is ready to go into storage. So all they have to do is pressure wash the bottom. And the bottom looked pretty good. There was very little growth on it this year. Just a little bit of skim on the starboard side, which is the sunny side of the boat where it sits in the marina. And the other side basically looks like I just painted it. So she's gonna go over. They're gonna pressure wash it on the truck. And when they're finished with that, they will put it into her slot in the shed for the winter. And if I don't want to, I do not have to go aboard Seaquestor until next spring. Although I do have a bunch of work I want to do, so I will be on board getting work done. And here we come up to the turn, and she will go into the boatyard. And there she is on the hydraulic trailer. And I guess this definitely makes the end of the 2024 season pretty official. With the boat on the hydraulic trailer, there's not much to do. So I showed up at the dock for the haul out at 11:31, and the boat is here in the boatyard at 12:37, so an hour and 6 minutes to get here. That's really fast. Took about 22 minutes to haul it, And then we spent about 45 minutes on the on taking the spars down and driving over here. So very, very quick this year. Well, I guess this means the season is over for 2024. The boat is ready to ride out those winter storms, and I think she'll handle them pretty well in here. So I'm going to go up on deck and we'll go over the 2024 season. Okay, I'm aboard Seaquestor now in the boat shed. There's the view looking forward, and there's a Sabre 362, that blue boat, and the little power boat next to it is the Northeast Harbor Fleet's flagship that manages their races. And on the other side we have a Luder's 16. All right, I want to start by taking a minute and talk about the piece that broke to cause my transmission not to shift. When we backed the boat out 3 days ago on Saturday, and resulted in me having to get hip towed over for Haulout. I went and picked up the replacement part yesterday. There it is. This is a little metal clip. And that clip costs $1.89. And what it does is it holds the sheath end of the control cable so that the core, which actually does the shifting, can move relative to the sheath. And without this clip, the whole cable moves and it won't shift. So anyway, put that down. So that just has to be replaced. 2 screws hold it on, and put that in over the end of the sheath of the cable, and we're back in business. And the new one is stainless steel. The old one, I think, was mild steel, which is why it failed over the years. It had been in there since 1987, so you know, it had a good life. But anyway, that's the issue I have with the shifter. And the only issue with it is I can't get in there to actually do the replacement myself, because the spot I have to go is down there underneath the bridge deck, and the access to it is through the cockpit locker, and it's a very tight place to get in there because there's a support for the mizzen mast under there that I don't fit through. So we're going to have to get a little guy, and they have a little guy here at the boatyard who can get right in there and undo those 2 screws, put the new clip in, and our transmission will be working again. Well, that was good timing to talk about that. The boatyard owner just stopped by. I showed him that I had the pieces, and he said they'll get to it soon. I got to buy some new screws just in case the old ones are not easy to fix. So anyway, that should be fixed pretty soon. Not that it's going to matter. The boat won't be back in the water until May of 2025. Okay, so what I wanted to do now is just go over what happened during our 2024 season. We launched the boat on May 21st. I got some notes, so I'll be glancing at them. We launched the boat on May 21st and hauled out on October 21st, so 1 day more than 5 months. Roughly 150 days in the water. I was on board the boat 72 days during that time, about half the time. And of course, we didn't go out every day. Sometimes we just came over, had a glass of wine in the evening, spent a night aboard at the marina or something like that. And other times I came over and worked on the boat. Particularly at the beginning and end of the season, I spent a number of days working on the boat, getting it ready to sail in the spring and getting it ready to come out of the water in the fall. So that, that was probably a total of about almost 10 or 15 days. So, you know, a good deal of time there. But we got out 31 times altogether. And, you know, that's not bad. It's not great. 20% of the time that the boat was in the water. And so we did use the boat. 5 months, that's 20 weeks. We used it an average of 1.5 days a week. So, not bad. Could be better, but both my wife and I are getting older, and we are slowing down, so, you know, time on the boat is gradually decreasing as we age. And also, there's weather. You know, we had lost an entire week, almost 10 days in August due to fog. So, that happens. Okay, we spent 8 nights aboard this season. And one night of that was away. We went over to Swan's Island and spent the night over there, anchored the boat out in Mackerel Cove. And the other 7 nights were a couple nights at the marina early on in the season, and the rest of the time we spent the night out on our mooring. My wife wanted to spend the time out there. It is nice, it's quiet and peaceful at night, and you can get a good view of the moon and things like that. So I think we spent 5 nights out there. And we sailed 314.4 miles. So roughly 10 miles each time we went out. Boat speed on a typical sail probably averages between 4 and 5 knots. So, you know, that's reasonable. 2.5 hours or a little more of sailing. For average for each time. Sometimes, a few times we were out less. One time we were out, it started to rain, so we came back in. I think we were out about 45 minutes that day. It wasn't supposed to rain, but it did. You know, things like that happen. A couple other times, fog rolled in, and we ran in ahead of the fog or in the fog, and that cut our sail short. The boat is an auxiliary sailboat, has a diesel engine, as you know, and we ran the engine 24.5 hours. Now, some of that was commissioning, and then I ran it for half an hour before I changed the oil, and about another 10 minutes after the oil change to make sure it wasn't leaking. But mostly that was getting out of the marina and then motoring out far enough in the harbor that we could set sail and sail the rest of the way out, and then on our return motoring in and dropping sail and continuing into the marina. You cannot sail in and out of our marina. If I tried it, they would ask me to leave. So that's that. So that was the 2024 season. It is in the books. Now, boatwork season starts. I'm hoping to get a number of projects at least started this fall, and maybe get one mostly finished. We'll see how long we can work in here with the weather, because it's going to start getting cold pretty soon. We have already had 1 night of frost. And I would imagine within the next 2 weeks it's going to be, you know, considerably below freezing for a few nights. So we'll see. But I will get started on projects. I have a number of things that I want to do. Anyway, thanks for watching. Wasn't the greatest haul out video because the people that hip-toed me over did not want me to film them. But, you know, that's what happens. So anyway, boat's out of the water, she's safe from the winter storms, and she's fully winterized. I do not have to do anything to the boat before next spring. And as I said, the boatyard owner just came by and said that he'll get to this little repair as soon as he can fit it in. And but that should be pretty soon. He also told me earlier that he wanted to get it done so that he doesn't forget about it, because it's just a little job. And I imagine all together I'm going to get billed for an hour of labor. So that's the way it goes, and hopefully by spring the boat will be ready to go back in the water, and I'll even be able to shift gears from forward to reverse and back to neutral. Thanks for watching.